And then he went further. Mar broke it down in stark terms. In Iran, women face government-enforced dress code surveillance, legal inequality, punishment for defiance. These aren't social challenges. They are state-enforced restrictions.
Juneteenth. That's a Texas holiday. It began in Texas in Galveston. General Granger came and read the Order Number 3 that finally abolished slavery months after the war, because the war took a time to get to Galveston. We celebrated that when I was a kid in Texas, but it becomes national a year or two ago, and Donald Trump doesn't want to celebrate that. To me, it's exactly what you're talking about. So is it 600,000 people died so that we wouldn't enslave people anymore, and the fact that freedom won is a good thing, and we should honor that. That's what Juneteenth's about. And I don't know why President Trump doesn't want to honor that.
So I don't want it. I don't want Black History Month. I don't want all these days for make everybody feel special. I'm the 80s baby. Everybody's too sensitive anyway. We're all Americans anyway. This holiday
That's what Morgan Freeman said.
Morgan Freeman, said, I can't agree more with him.
Yeah, he said that to Mike Wallace. He said, I'm an American. Do you want to be called a Jew American, Mike?
Mar's point wasn't that America is perfect. Far from it. But he argued that comparing the two realities erases critical differences. In the U.S., Black Americans. Then came a moment that shifted the entire conversation. Congressman Wesley Hunt stepped in, and what he said hit differently.
People celebrate Juneteenth, too, and non-Italians celebrate Columbus Day. And
I'm all for any holiday.
I'm half Irish. Do I get half the day off on St. Patrick's Day?
But a lot of
I get half drunk?
Everybody gets black on St. Patrick's Day. That's a good point.
Did you have a question for the congressman there?
No, are you telling me you're black?
Yes.
You don't see color, right?
We don't see color.
My great-great-grandfather was born into slavery, and now I represent a majority-white district in Congress. That contrast, from slavery to elected leadership, wasn't theory. It was reality. For Mar, this wasn't just about one comment. It was about something bigger. Identity politics. He argued that constantly framing society through race and division creates more separation than unity.
Someone must tell the usual suspects on the far left that the saying is, when you're in a hole, stop digging, not keep digging. Talk about doubling down on what got you fucked in the first place. Even the one concession I've heard a few people on the losing side offer, that liberals should stop saying the Trump voters are stupid, comes with a kind of unspoken parentheses. We know they are stupid, just don't say it.
Even cultural observances, like Juneteenth or Black History Month, became part of the debate. Are they about recognition? Or are they reinforcing division? Then Mar turned his focus directly to the view itself. And this is where things got personal. He argued the show isn't just controversial. It's damaging its own side. Why? Because instead of persuasive arguments, it often delivers emotional reactions.
Yeah, I got bad news for you. They don't have a monopoly on stupid. You wear Queers for Palestine t-shirts and masks 2 years after the pandemic ended. And you can't define woman, person who menstruates. You're the teachers' union education party, and you've turned schools and colleges into a joke. You just lost a crazy contest to an actual crazy person.
At this point, the story expands beyond television. Critics say this reflects a deeper issue inside American politics: messaging, credibility, and a growing disconnect with everyday voters. Polling groups have even warned that extreme rhetoric from either side is pushing moderates away.
You love to speak truth to power, and we always should, but you have completely lost the ability to speak truth to bullshit. The Democratic polling firm Blueprint told Democrats months ago that black voters, aka their supposedly liberal base, were more likely to find the president too liberal than too conservative. They also found that voters didn't just want Harris to distance herself from Biden, they wanted her to distance herself from what they believe the entire Democratic Party has become: a Portlandia sketch.
But here's where things take an unexpected turn. Despite strongly criticizing Whoopi, Mar defended her right to say, he made one thing clear: backhand index pointing right, she shouldn't be canceled. That distinction, criticism without censorship, added a whole new layer to the debate. This isn't the first time these two have clashed. Over the years, Maher and Goldberg have disagreed on. Race issues, political messaging, cultural debates. While not a personal feud, their ideological divide has grown sharper.
About Whoopi Goldberg, because I got so many texts this week because she attacked me the week before.
Sure.
So everybody was like, oh, Bill, I get you're enjoying the karma. First of all, I'm going to talk about this at the end of my show next week, teaser. But there is no thing as karma, okay? Get over that. Whoopi attacks me on a regular basis. She says stupid shit on a regular basis. It just happened to coincide. But can I just say this? I had on last week Ira Glasser, former longtime head of the ACLU, talking about free speech. Whoopi Goldberg, who, by the way, I hope is still a friend. We can disagree with each other. Should not be canceled or put off her show, as much as I totally disagree with her crazy statement. Free speech. But isn't it interesting that it's called, I don't think they meant this when Barbara Walters invented it a long time ago, but it's The View.
Well,
that's the problem in America. There is one view,
right, and
one
that's clearly
true opinion, and everybody else can go sit in the corner.
That's correct. I think that's not actually, you're right, the name raises questions, and certainly there's been some much covered internal politics on that show, but I do think that, there is space. Even that show does have space. When Whoopi said what she said, there was quick pushback from other panelists. They were like, oh, I don't know. Actually, I think that might not be right.